Okay, we're getting set up for the battery making session, and I've got a few items displayed on the table. The idea is that this is an open-ended session, that the kids will have their own opportunity to decide what they want to do to make their battery, but they're using household items basically. I love these jars that they're mason jars, but spaghetti sauce comes in them. So this is a perfect thing for me to use for them to, if they have a liquid that they want to use for their electrolyte. Also, I have an array of fruit. Here we have lemons, oranges. I only have one grapefruit with me. And I also have some tomatoes that I picked. These are firmer, and this one is a little bit riper. I have two kinds of sugar, powdered and granulated. I don't know, I didn't bring any brown sugar. And I have some kosher salt. So, oh, and a thing of vinegar somewhere over there. Vinegar. And for the demonstration, oh, I should have brought some lights. I didn't bring any LEDs, but this is a low current meter. So basically, you have to put the resistor, otherwise anything above a couple of volts will probably stress it out, and I don't want to do that. Also, I have a bunch of alligator clips, and in case the kids want to do any stripping of their own wires, I only have one left, but I figured that might be cute for them. And then batteries, and here's a 9-volt battery that the bottom had come off of, so I saved it so that they could take a look at it. And there are 6 cells inside. Okay, here's one way the experiment can go. These are all pennies, but as you know, pennies are made of different materials depending upon the year that it was made. So I looked it up. I've got a list here from Wiki, and I'm not going to bore with the details of what we can't do. So let's just look at the ones we have. I've separated them into piles depending upon composition. 1950. If your penny was made in 1950, it was made of brass, 95% copper, 5% zinc. Okay, that, by the way, is a wheat penny, so that's kind of cool. This is 1980, and this one is 1977. So that would be 1962 to 1981, 95% copper, 5% zinc. So again, same composition, so that's good. 1982, it could be either 95% copper, 5% zinc, or 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. And the rest of these are above 1982, which is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. And then it says the core is 99.2% zinc, 0.8% copper. So it's more zinc than copper. And then these are more copper than zinc, but the exterior is copper. Okay, so they might choose to make some questions with regard to the composition. So I would say these 3 are the same, this bunch is the same, and this is debatable. So I'm getting ready to set up an experiment. This is a variation of the good old lemon experiment. And so you may know that it's very common to do, can I make a clock move with a lemon? And so the way this works is that you can get a small electrical potential difference with using a zinc and a copper cathode and anode, and then use a lemon as the conductive, as the electrolyte. So it would be the lemon juice. So basically, I've gotten a few sort of interesting variations of citrus fruit. Here is a grapefruit. This one is an orange, and these are all homegrown. Now, this is kind of a funny animal. This was picked from a lemon tree, but it sure looks like an orange, but you can tell by the little nub that it's a lemon. So I think what happened is the lemon tree was next to the orange tree, and the bees got busy and cross-pollinated. Also, we have some bigger lemons and some tiny lemons. So we can vary this experiment in quite a few ways. It can be, does it make a difference in the size of the lemon? Does it make a difference how far apart I put the electrodes? Does grapefruit make a difference? Does orange, does the funny hybrid orange-lemon make a difference? So we'll set up these experiments one by one and measure. And I have my multimeter. I'm going to measure voltage generated through the experiment. And then I have my cute little meter that is not yet calibrated, but we'll just look for little bumps in the meter. And yes, I do have my resistor in that. The other thing I thought was, this is kind of cute. I don't know if we'll get to this today, but don't they look like little cells? So I know it's half and half, but what the hey, right? Gotta ask the question. All right, here goes.